Hey there, I'm Bill DeWeese, pro voiceover talent and voiceover career coach. And before we get into the topic for today, I was wearing this T-shirt a week or two ago, and somebody said, they could see at the top of the T-shirt, it said, "Gone Clubbing," and they said, well, what's that about? What's below that? Well, we'll lift up here a little bit, maybe you can see it. It's a little stick figure cartoon guy carrying his golf clubs. Gone Clubbing. Yeah, if I'm not here, I would rather be on the golf course. But right now, I'd rather be here talking with you because today I got a very important topic and a very important question for you. And my question for you is this: how much do you make per hour as a voiceover talent? Once again, how much do you make per hour as a voiceover talent? If you have never stopped to calculate that figure, you are missing out on perhaps the single most important metric, the most important piece of information you could possibly have about your business. And the purpose of today's video is to encourage you to begin thinking less like a talent and more like a business person. I talk to hundreds and receive hundreds of emails from voiceover talent across the country and around the world. And the biggest challenge, of course, is growing the business, getting work, making money. And if you're wanting to do this for a living or to build a profitable business or career, there are certain things you need to know right out of the gate. And the first thing you need to begin calculating is, what are you making per hour? Because if you don't know that, you have no idea of your value right now as a business. And your value basically boils down to what people are willing to pay you. And people seem to be, at least from what I observe online, from the forums and Facebook discussion groups and posts online, there's a lot of obsession about what are you getting paid? And with the implication is per job. But there's no sense of what does that really break down to in terms of your time, the value of your, not just the job, more importantly, the value of your time. So beginning today, I want to strongly encourage you to begin tracking that. Then you'll understand exactly where you're at within your voiceover business, what your value is per hour. And then you can begin building your value as a voiceover talent. When I first got started, and you may have heard me say this story before, and this was like 13 years ago, I knew my number. I knew what I needed to make per week and per day to survive, having come out of a job and I needed work. I needed to pay the mortgage. I needed to feed my family, all of those, those important things that we all need to do. And so I knew what my number was. I knew what I needed. And I set out, working really hard to achieve that. And my numbers came after the first year of being a voiceover talent. I was working about 10 to 12 hours a day. And, because that was my full-time job, and I was building the business. And my hourly rate broke down to $31.20. I made $31.20 per hour as a voiceover talent that first year, which was pretty good. Today, I work about half that amount, and my per hourly rate has increased to nearly 10 times to $300 per hour. Now, again, these are important numbers for me to know. And the way that I get there, of course, is going to be different for everyone. But when I'm considering a job or not, I'm not so much looking at that particular job. I mean, there are things I want to know. Usage, where it's going to be used, what kind of audience it's going to have, because that will help me to set and negotiate a good rate, because I always want to get the most I can for any job. But what reigns supreme in that formula is, what am I making per hour as a voiceover talent? Because that is my true value. The value is what it boils down to, what you have in your hand at the end of a day. That's the value you're generating, and that we want to continue to increase. So again, beginning today, start thinking like a business person. I encourage you to calculate what you're getting paid per hour, and then map out a strategy to increase that value throughout what's left of 2019 and as we head into 2020 here. Not all that far from now as time moves on. So begin to do that. And if you have any thoughts, I encourage you to leave your comments here below this YouTube video. And if you're not sure exactly how to grow that value, and you need help in having a business plan and a strategy to do that, I encourage you to check out my VoiceOver Blueprint training program. It's a career development program. It's not just training, it's coaching and mentoring. And I have more information on that. Again, below the video, click there, watch the video, find out more. And if you want to find out more, I'd be glad to get you that information. But regardless, begin calculating the true value, your true value as a voiceover talent, by calculating your pay per hour beginning today. I wish you all the best. Please make sure, if you like the video, to like it, to share, subscribe, and we'll talk soon.